Hello, everybody. It is Kelly with Flosstube number 9. It's hard to believe that it's been 9 weeks since I started doing this. Um, I don't have much going on today as far as even works in progress. I was almost a monogamous stitcher, which is kind of weird to be again, but whatever. So let's get going. My best thing for the week, actually, we just had them for dinner, are these. They're the Udi gluten-free classic French dinner rolls. It has been a long time since I got to have like real bread that didn't hurt my stomach, where it was kind of soft. But the outside was crispy, like French bread rolls should be, and then they were soft in the middle. They'd be really good with butter. I didn't put butter on mine tonight, but they were actually really good. They're in the freezer department. They didn't take me but a few minutes to even make and heat up, so they were good. Give them a go if you have to go gluten-free, because I've missed real bread, like warm, fresh from the oven bread, and this kind of met that need. So I'm very glad. Okay, so launching right in, we'll see if my dog doesn't drive me nuts or drive you guys nuts. I have the dough bowl. The dough bowl, it could use a couple other little things for the fall, but right now I'm kind of pleased with myself. If you remember last week, I had the little Lizzie Kate pattern. I did get some batting, pulled out a little square of fabric from my desk. Yes, it was in the bottom of my drawer of my desk. Remember that conversation? I used it. There's still more fabric in my desk. I don't know why. Whatever. But it turned out really cute. So that went in the dough bowl. And then I stuck the other little pumpkin. I don't know what happened here in my stitching. It's kind of weird. And yet, I oddly don't mind it. I don't know. And then just popped a little cinnamon stick in the little hole. It's not even glued in there. So, next year I can put new cinnamon sticks in there. So I thought I'd show you the whole dough bowl as it sits right now. Absent me adding anything else in it. But I was pretty pleased. I spent less than $20 to do that. So I'm pretty impressed with myself. That also cleared out some fabric and stuff from my stash that had been just sitting there. So again, really proud of myself. I really like it. It's a great start for some fall decorations. Okay, so I also got myself a new printer at my office, which is kind of exciting. And well, okay, I've used it at my office. It's actually going to end up in my home, but right now with everything with COVID, I can't get the drum for my printer at my office. So it's been kind of like, what do I do? I needed a new printer for home. So I got a new one for home, but right now it's at the office. Hopefully you followed that along. Okay. So I actually have only 2 whips that I've been working on, and one is a new start. It was a new start for my birthday. And the other one, for some reason, this is the one I felt like working on all week. I had other stuff I probably should have been working on. And it was just a weird week. So the first is Pandemic by Long Dog Sampler. I am surprised at how much I love stitching on this thing. But we are now officially into page 3. This takes us into page 3 right there. So I finished page 2. I think I might be missing a little butterfly that goes here. I'm not necessarily worried about it right now. I added more blue. I love this blue. Yeah, while it wasn't originally planned to do it as a full coverage, I'm really glad that that's how it turned out. I may have to put this down for this week and maybe not work on it We'll see. If I do, it's going to be minimal because I really do need to focus on a couple other things and get them done. Okay, so the only other thing I worked on was my birthday start. And I had gotten my fabric in on Thursday. My birthday was Friday, so I spent Thursday night dyeing the fabric. It's a Dove Gray Ada in a 16 count, and I just kind of over dyed it with some more gray. It didn't take the gray initially how I wanted it to, but I'm really happy like overall with it. And there would be my start. I am doing Lady of the Flag by Mirabilia. This is her normal picture. I've now switched out her hair color so that she's more red. I have to come down here and do her little crown part. There's still a little bit up here and a little around her neck, and then her arm starts up here. But I've almost got page 1 done, even with doing the conversion. And I started off with the conversion. Lord Lebidian, I want to say is how you say his name, .com, and put out a conversion and a basics for doing a lot of hair conversions and skin conversions. So I used his hair conversion as a starting point in her. Her dress, I'm also going to be doing the white conversion that Beverly Pipkin put out in one of the Mirabilia groups. So she'll look like that, only redhead. And then I've got a couple other surprises along the way that I'm working on. But if the first page is any indication of how fast this may stitch up, she may be done in a couple months, depending on how much I work on her, which would be very cool. She is my first Mirabilia that I've done. And I really am, I like her. She makes me happy. So that's my fancy lady. So, like I said, Lady of the Flag. That print pattern is out of print. I happen to get it off of eBay, but I'm honestly, I don't like. It's a PDF version, so I'm pretty sure I paid for an illegal copy. So if anybody has Lady of the Flag, the actual copy, and will sell it for a price that is reasonable, let me know, because I don't like buying pirated copies like that. Like, I'll borrow patterns from friends and we'll switch back and forth. I have no problem with that. That doesn't violate copyright. But this just kind of... Plus, she's going to sit in my law office, so it really feels kind of weird. Okay, so that said, don't really have much haul either. Twin Peak Primitives on their Instagram did a one-day release where if you emailed them your email, they would email you this pattern. I've not started it, but I did email them. I actually emailed them the day after they did it, and I just explained the circumstances, like, hey, I was out racing, because I was, the day that you guys released it. Is there any way? And I would totally understand if you couldn't. They wrote me back right away. They're like, absolutely, we'll send it to you. Congratulations on your ultra. That's phenomenal, kind of thing. So, I don't know. But it's a cute little house. That'll be cute. I may stitch the houses separately, and then maybe stitch the little horse and carriage separately so that I can shove them in the dough bowl. Everything goes in the dough bowl. I have this wild vision where I have this box of like little pillows and they all sit in bowls. It's very weird. So we have that one. And then on Etsy, God love Etsy. And I'm going to butcher her name. It's in Italian. She speaks Italian. I always have to put the translate button on the conversation. So I'm clueless. I don't speak Italian. I don't read Italian. But Sarah Germani on Etsy had some really cute patterns, and I was able to print off the one that I had purchased. But it's a bunch of sheep in a field. And it just looked like it would be a fun stitch. What I might do when I do it, for some reason I'm thinking like if I do some of the sheep, quiet Lizzie, like in the whisper or the alpaca, so that they are fuzzier, and maybe I'll do some with French knots, like just a bunch of French knots, so that they all are sort of they're a myriad of different textures. I just think that would be really fun. So we'll see. Who knows what I'll do? Who knows? But I just thought that was really cute. She's got some fantastic patterns that I haven't seen anywhere else. So if you're in the mood, and I did order a couple others from her as well. I have not printed them off because I ran the printer out of black ink, the new one. But it only had like a little sampler ink thing, so it wasn't like a big deal. But I executed several wills and other documents this last week, and that ate up a lot of black ink. So that's my haul. That's my whips. Those are my finishes. This might be the shortest video I ever put out. Other cool things are Stitch Life magazine. There's a group of us core people that have started a Flosstube, so I'll put that information down below. I think we're great. I think we're funny. We get along really well. We're all over the country, and we all have different stitching styles and what we're drawn to and what we're enjoying and liking. And that's really kind of fun and kind of neat to see. So, and definitely joining Stitch Life, like I said before, on Patreon, it's a couple bucks a month. It's less than $10 a month, and the benefits are just amazing. On Fridays, they give away fabric. They do like a random drawing for free fabric. There's always patterns available and going on and being dispersed. A lot of great conversation. So that's always cool. And so lots of cool things there. Let's see what else. I don't know. This next week, hopefully, as far as plans, I have to really buckle down and get those test patterns out, like finished and done. And I'm way behind on all of my stitch alongs. The third Matryoshka doll is out. I still haven't finished the bottom of the first. The final piece of the RBG stitch along is out. I haven't done the second one. And then the next to last of the Barbara Anna Designs one that I'm doing is out. I think just for the sake of the stitch along, what I may do is, I had started it originally on the linen. I'm really not comfortable with it and not feeling it. I may just restart it and be able to knock it out much better. And then I'll go back and make the one that I started, like do them as separate little ornaments maybe, or little pillows for the dough bowl. I may need a bigger dough bowl at this point. I don't know. But the next one, the last one is Santa and Mrs. Claus on a cat. They're riding a black cat. It cracks me up. So yeah, I think this next week it's going to be focusing really on the test patterns and stitch alongs, and probably still what I may do is just do Saturdays and Sundays as selfish stitching and work on some of these projects, like, you know, the Lady of the Flag, the map. I did start Bean's periodic table, but all I have is the black line and the little dash marks where I've kind of measured it out. So I didn't, you really don't want to see a black line of like 3,000 stitches of half crosses. I didn't figure that was big enough, far enough along to warrant showing anybody. But that's about it. I don't know. Not much else going on. How's life in your neck of the woods? Anything cool? Exciting? Yeah. I haven't heard whether the kids around us are doing trick-or-treating or not. So I don't know. I haven't bought any candy yet. Probably should, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It's such a weird world. I don't know. Are kids trick-or-treating? Aren't they trick-or-treating? But I guess we'll have to figure that out because Halloween's in like 6 days. Because it's the 25th today. Oh, that was the other thing. Remember the crow I started last week and I showed you guys all on, and I found the pattern on Pinterest. Well, the boy child in his infinite wisdom and trying to be helpful, I think it was the boy child, shut down my computer browser. And now I can't find the pattern. So I have a half-started crow, and I can't find the pattern to know the rest of the outline or to even guess. So I'm still searching and hoping that it will turn up in my feed line or, yeah, because otherwise I don't know what I'm going to do with this piece. It just looks kind of funny. So, on that happy note, I will let you guys go on a crazy short video. And we will see you next week. And again, I'll put the information for Stitch Life for our Flosstube on there. And we'll go from there. Bye.